Mr. President, I want to give voters who are going to be weighing in on this election a very clear sense of where you stand on this.
I think they're all going to like me. I think both sides are going to like me.
What's going to
have to happen is you're going to have to listen. You're asking me a question. What's going to happen is you're going to come up with a number of weeks or months. You're going to come up with a number that's going to make people happy, because 92% of the Democrats don't want to see abortion after a certain period of time.
Yeah. We're going to talk about this idiot for a while. That was former President Donald Trump making absolutely nonsensical claims that Democrats will work with him to ban abortion federally, because according to him, he's going to win them over with his natural charm.
If a federal ban landed on your desk, if you were reelected, would you sign it at 15
weeks? Are you talking about a complete ban?
A ban at 15 weeks.
Well, people are starting to think of 15 weeks. That seems to be a number that people are talking about right now.
Would you sign that?
I would sit down with both sides and I'd negotiate something, and we'll end up with peace on that issue for the first time in 52 years. I'm not going to say I would or I wouldn't. I mean, DeSantis is willing to sign a 5-week and 6-week ban.
Would you support that? You think that goes too far?
I think what he did is a terrible thing and a terrible mistake.
Now, that's going to come as a shock to the Republican Party, because on the right, the consensus is growing around a 6-week ban on abortion with limited exceptions. But let's be honest, this is Donald Trump. He could come out as completely pro-choice and it wouldn't knock a single point off his polling, because in MAGA land, whatever Donald Trump says is, by definition, correct. But now Trump is opening yet another fracture in the GOP by criticizing Ron DeSantis' 6-week abortion ban in Florida as what he calls a terrible mistake. Though remember here, Donald Trump doesn't actually believe anything, and his position on abortion is likely going to change 10 times in the next month. And while Trump is busy running away from abortion, his main challenger, Ron DeSantis, is doubling down, signing on to Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville's plan to strangle the military until the Pentagon stops supporting abortion.
I support what he's doing. First of all, what the Defense Department is doing is outside the law. They are violating the law by funding abortion tourism with tax dollars. And so when agencies do that, the Congress has to stand up and push back against it. I also look and see, we have a limited amount of money in a defense budget. We're running low on ammunition. Our recruiting is in the absolute gutter now. And you're funding abortion tourism?
Well, to be fair, the military's low recruitment rates can't be that concerning to Ron DeSantis, given that he wants to ban transgender Americans from joining at all while removing transgender troops who currently serve. Ron DeSantis actually seems more interested in making himself the least popular politician in America, because he's linking arms with Tommy Tuberville at the exact same time most Republicans are finally running away. In one text message to supporters, Republican Dan Crenshaw says he's, quote, at a point where I'm going to tear apart coach, senator, non-veteran Tommy Tuberville for personally attacking service members. Tuberville has never been less popular. So, of course, Ron DeSantis has decided this is the time to ally with him. And over in the lonely world of Nikki Haley, the former ambassador has indicated she's ready to sign a national ban on abortion starting at just 6 weeks, which is even more extreme than the plan laid out by South Carolina Senators Lindsey Graham and Tim Scott.
Whatever we can get 60 Senate votes on, isn't that better than what we have now? And if it's 6 weeks, that's great. If it's 15 weeks, that's great.
Let me tell you, that's a really inspiring statement of Nikki Haley's values. Whatever Republicans can get, she'll sign. It doesn't even enter into the picture that she's talking about the real lives of American people. This is all just political math to Republicans. And as insane as this may sound, it may be Donald Trump who's the closest to being honest here. The guy can't make it clearer that he doesn't care about the issue, he hasn't studied it, he doesn't know a thing about it, and he'll basically do whatever Republicans tell him to do in the moment.
I would sit down with both sides and I'd negotiate something, and we'll end up with peace on that issue.
Unfortunately for women, that's going to mean even more restrictions on reproductive freedom, potential criminal charges for women who seek abortions, even when necessary to save their lives. But Republicans don't care about that. This is pure politics all the way down. Make no mistake, a Republican president in 2024 means we're likely to see some of the most extreme anti-abortion abortion laws in history, laws that will result in the deaths of countless women, especially low-income women and women of color. There's still time to change that dire outcome. And if that wasn't enough, check out this video.
So much food and water stored down there to feed the whole United States for about 10 years.
And as always, leave a comment below so you can let me know what I should cover next.